Good morning. This is Batman filling in for Michael Mosier, who's on vacation here at seacapecod.net in beautiful Cape Cod, Massachusetts. Greetings and salutations from the sun, sand, and surf of Cape Cod, Martha's Vineyard, and the foggy, rainy island of Nantucket. Great to be with you on this Friday, October the 14th, 2011. Another raw one on Cape, although quite warm and humid, so I suppose technically it really is not that raw. But foggy and misty, I'll give it that. It's 7 a.m. on Cape, as well as in New York City right now, and the protesters down in Zuccotti Park, the movement, now global, that is called Occupy Wall Street, or fill in the geographic blank, will be facing the NYPD, as the owners of said park have demanded that the people leave so that the park can be cleaned, upon which, they say, the people can return, with certain rules being applied, as in no tents, no signs, no protesting, you know, a real-life censorship designed to quell the growing anger that comes when a people wake up to facts and begin to demand justice. My heart goes out to the youth that are the energy in this epic movement that will only get bigger as time marches on. Credit Keith Olbermann of Countdown with Keith Olbermann, airing every weeknight live at 8 p.m. EDT and again at 11, 2 a.m., 7, noon, and 3 the next day. Only on Current TV. Speaking of Keith, one of his guests spoke to this standoff that is taking place as I write these words in the early morning hours in New York City, and he equated the police moving protesters out of the park as far as their authority goes to his rule in his own house regarding footwear, and the fact that he asks his guests to take off their shoes when entering his dwelling. If someone disobeyed this request, and if he called the NYPD to arrest said violator, would they have the authority, let alone the will, to carry out such a request? With the answer being obviously probably not. So too are the fates of the size of the protests in the hands of said authorities. For when they continue to abuse them, they, like Obi-Wan Kenobi of Star Wars fame, will only get more powerful. When they begin to act on behalf of the corporate milieu as opposed to serving the people, we've got a problem, Houston. The police are sworn to uphold the law and the Constitution of the United States of America, and lest we forget, present to protect and serve the people, not the special interests that sometimes supersede the people, armed with their self-perceived, declared, and forced authority they seem to have gleaned from the amount of money they currently have, as opposed to the righteous power bestowed upon them by the spirit of a higher law, a law of conscience, a law of morality, a law laid down by divine grace. There was a time in this nation when we had some hold of that concept, where the Bible was not used as a weapon, rather as an instructional tool to help us poor human beings live the best life we all could without killing one another. George Burns, the great actor, comedian, and all-round good guy who played God in the classic 1970s film, Oh God, also starring the great John Denver, put it best when he said, "You have a choice in this life. You can love and cherish one another, or you can kill one another. And when you start to maliciously cut programs for people who have next to nothing to eat and tell them they ought to go out and find a job, when there are none to be found, just look around you. You are, in effect, killing them. For when one takes away hope from a people, when one offers nothing but the same old rat poison to the masses, one cannot hope to reach the pearly gates anytime soon, can one? Have a nice weekend, and remember to tune out Fox News, unless you enjoy comedy. For Fox and Friends will leave you laughing every time, as it is such a zany, crazy, madcap, kooky show, should you dare to turn it on. And you will have to constantly remind yourself that you do not just drop a huge hit of acid, and that this stuff is really on television, and the information being offered is real, moreover, communicated as if it were factual, accurate, and balanced. Please, Fox, you're killing me over here, huh? Preserve the wilderness. Peace out.